Welcome aboard, passengers. I almost forgot to unmute the mic. Welcome aboard, passengers. Roadmap for October is out. Should we have a look at it together? I think that'd be a good idea. So, first of all, we have 6th of October is our newest update. The TLDR too long, didn't read summary. Do you know what? Let's go into it. A quick summary for those who don't want to go through the whole article, because you may only want to watch part of this video. There are more details on all these points within the roadmap. 4 new entries into the roadmap. Ho-ho! New UK route, new US route, new DE route. DE would be Germany, it wouldn't be Denmark, would it? And also, new UK route developed by Rivet Games. Work continues on Train Sim World 3 improvements, including add-ons manager, save game, and more. The preservation crew will become the special projects team with a new and improved focus. The much anticipated HST delivery designer update is coming. And finally, Alan Thompson's simulation has joined the Train Sim World partner program setup. This is exciting. So, the roadmap. We're still in the throes of post-launch improvements, the first of which came last week, and included re-implementing the save game toggle. More on that below. And we wanted to, or they wanted to, Dovetail, to start by once again thanking everyone for their ongoing feedback for the new game. They've been delighted to see how people have been helping each other out and providing positive, constructive feedback, sending it over to Dovetail. They're capturing as much as they can to improve, fix and enhance our experience. Okay, on to the fun stuff. Dovetail have added new stuff to the roadmap. Whilst they'll be revealing the details in due course, you can use the ID codes provided in the roadmap listing to get an idea of what we might be planning. But to summarise, new UK route, new US locomotive, new DE, German, route, and Rivet Games new UK route. As usual, not providing timelines for any of those at this point, but they will be providing more information when the features and contents are locked in. In this month's roadmap, they'll also be providing us with some more information on longer term improvements, including save game, accessibility, eye adaptation, performance and more. A new section in which they'll be covering third-party developer updates, exciting HST related delivery design news, and more on the preservation crew's new role in this brave new world of TSW3. Let's get started. So, an update for all of us. Lots of different Train Sim World 3 improvements. Here's a quick summary. Loco add-on bundle. So, they launched the RHTT, which is the Railhead Treatment Train, the DBR182 Dispolock, and Santa Fe F7 on Tuesday, and monitoring discussions around them. One of the immediate things that was mentioned was the size of the spray on the RHTT wagon. There is an update currently in testing which makes the spray significantly larger, even at high speeds, as you can see in this image below, which will be in a future update. Look at that, more of a spray. Yes, that's what we want to see. And have a look at that. Yeah, more of a spray. That's what we want. We want, oh look, there's the generator there and there. The ones I've been doing, the generator's been in the middle. Let me just check that one. Yeah, generator. Mine's been like tank, generator, tank. Well, that's cool. Increased spray for the RHTT. The plan is that locos, where relevant, will layer into future content. Oh, so potentially we could have the RHTT on other future layers. Anyway, save game update. As previously mentioned last week, save game toggle was activated in the settings menu to enable the same save game experience we've experienced within Train Sim World 2. If you do have any issues with that, report them on the thread there. But it can be improved. So the first batch of improvements are in testing and plan to be released in the next game update, all being well. They won't solve every issue, but should address a number of core issues we've been able to identify. So, expecting a marked improvement. I've just remembered, I've not put the audio on here. Just give me a sec, because I want to... Yeah. Let me try this whilst we're doing this, because I'm not happy with this. I don't want to start again. But I want that one. Here we go. And loop. Fine. There we go. We have now got the music. Okay. Also, with that update, based on the initial feedback, they will be adding the save button to the footer of the pause menu, making it a lot easier to use. Yeah, it's nicer to have the Tracing Wild 3 ambient music, isn't it? Anyway, continue to investigate individual issues, but progress is being made. Looking forward to bringing us an update soon. As you know, that this is automatically toggled off, so you will need to go into the settings to toggle it on for it to be used. Anyway, Add-ons Manager. Work is underway to port the Add-ons Manager to Tracing Wild 3 after releasing it for TSW2 in September. Good feedback so far, ironing out any teething issues that have been experienced so far, incorporating them into the TSW3 version. When they're happy, it will go for build, into a build for release. UI settings toggles. They've seen so many great responses to the new Tracing Wild 3 UI. I think it's pretty good. And keep improving it. So, as well as the same game save toggle and mouse sensitivity sliders, the latter of which they can confirm will be operational in the next update, they've added in a toggle for removing tutorials in quick play based on feedback. So that's nice. If you don't want to do the tutorials, that quick play, it won't come up. But they're not going to stop there. Bug fixes, improvements to the UI for each update going out. Here are some of the areas that they're looking at improvement. Route names for similar locals will be added to train select menus and livery designer screens based on player feedback. So as you can see, look, loads of the 7662 DOS, but it tells us now what route they're from. I like that. And also here, what have we got here? I can't even see what should be on there. I don't know. Maybe it's this bit where it says Southeastern High Speed. The new UI with the routes for each loco included changed icons for go via and stop to make them more intuitive. Yeah, I like that. The stop and the go via. That's nice. I like that. Added the pause menu button, prompts back so you can save from any pause menu tab. Completing training module scenarios and services will now show them as complete. An issue where the 2D map widget in the menus uses inverted controls will be fixed. An issue where the segment duration times where disappearing when selecting an item in a journey menu will be fixed. And slightly further down the line, saving our settings. So when we return, the game has already sorted to what you previously set it to. Upgrading the search bar functionality. Adding an option from the Where Next screen to return back to the Training Center local list if the player has just completed something via Training Center menus. Oh. Final note. Feedback has been seen on the greyed out colour when an item is selected in the main menu menu screens. This, as well as a slightly different issue whereby two options are presented and it's not clear which is the selected one. These are being investigated by the UI team, but falls into further down the line. So that will be sorted soon. Just keep sending the suggestions through. Performance improvements, looking at target an ongoing basis. A member of the team has been dedicated to performance analysis where it can be improved for all platforms. So we will see trickles of those future updates. As part of that process, there is in a position to bring in auto testing, which among a whole host of other benefits should allow them to identify at a basic level where performance may drop in a route for any platform, to identify potential issues as well ahead of releases. So they will be speaking about the auto testing in the stream tonight and go into much more detail in the future, but it is an exciting new development. As a reminder, add-ons manager to offer a slight memory usage improvements, reducing the chance of out-of-memory errors when released for all platforms. So hopefully that's going to help as well. Shadows and draw distance. Major pieces of feedback from early access are around shadows and draw distance. The performance in these features are inextricably linked, so an improvement to one will likely compromise the other. So the balance at the moment is good, but there's always opportunities to improve and tweak as they go along. Okay. Currently investigated in the shorter term trees from a distance not having shadowing, but bigger ambitions in this space would be around customization of draw distance and shadows on rails. Accessibility, making it more inclusive by implementing additional accessibility options. If you would like to request an accessibility option or particularly struggle with a feature on the UI, please let Dovetail know and they will try and help out and try and figure out what to do. Also exploring the option to customize the eye adaptation features for those who are light sensitive, and this is planned after the investigation they're undergoing on game performance, so meditating the brightest brights and darkest darks and the speed of the transition as well. Lots of things going on with achievements. The impact of profile transfer intended that distance travelled achievements will automatically complete upon transfer, whilst completion of tutorials and journeys would not. A general workaround is that you complete any non-unlocked achievements that are showing as a complete on a new profile. As well as the 465 introduction achievement not unlocking, there's a lot of stuff the team are investigating there. It is worth noting that with a fix, it's unlikely they can backport the existing progress. Okay, so it would require completion from when the fix has been implemented. Derailing, buffer issue. A previous update on reports of Spirit of Steam derailments have seemingly caused some other issues within the game, so they want to get to the bottom of that. Braking sharply in some circumstances caused derailing. That's already being investigated. And also with AI derailments as well. That's not good, is it? You don't really want the computer to derail, would you? It's super helpful for people to send the feedback in, just so they can provide as much information as possible. So, special projects team. So on the August roadmap, there was going to be more information on the preservation crew. They'll be changing their remit, but also swanky new name, special projects team. The preservation crew provided some great content for us all over the past couple of years. 45 major updates covering 36 add-ons, including the new training centre, and they felt it was time to use their talents in a slightly different way. So instead of spending a large amount of time on a wider series of upgrades, new features and bug fixes, which necessarily means only a small number of routes can be covered over a longer period of time, they'll be lasering in on bugs specifically. Their remit is now to go through existing content as fast as possible and get all those long-standing issues resolved. As well as this, they'll continue to work on developing the training centre and supporting the third-party partner program to ensure the quality and direction of the content that we see is to a level we expect. And the name Special Projects fits this nicely. So there's the rundown of the team. Adamel, Adamar, Martin, Ryan and Vincent. All their job roles are there, their job titles. And at a glance, this is what the team will be responsible for. Expansion of training centre, maintenance of the back catalogue and supporting the partner developers. So among some of the activities of the past month, Dovetail will continue to work on resolving outstanding bugs with Peninsula Corridor, Oakville Subdivision, as well as other reported issues found since the release of Train Sim World 3. So, livery designer for Train Sim World 2 and 3. We know, or they know, there has been a clamour to introduce livery designer compatibility to Great Western Express's HST. While the Special Projects team have been working hard to enable livery designer support for the 43, and while this project is well in advance, it is not yet finished. Currently, the train is having test liveries applied, both real and fictional, to review applications and ensure to at least a good degree that we think players will want to do is achievable. So here is a nice shot here of the Class 43 on Train Sim World 3. with some nice, with the lovely blue livery of the Intercity 125. Gorgeous there. Nice being able to change that, having certain paint on certain areas. Lovely. Screenshots from Adam's folder of bits and bobs though, so providing here are screenshots from one such test livery. It does feature some errors that will need to be resolved before release, but excited to see the availability of this annual livery designer soon. Oh yeah, that's good. And I'm looking forward to seeing all your liveries for the HST. Will there be a Mega Sim livery? I hope so. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. But just to say, your rear headlights aren't on. Neither there. It looks like the front headlights are there, but the rear ones are not on there. Anyway, the train will appear in the livery as a 2+4, 2+7 and 2+8 formation, as well as the Class 43 locomotive on its own. Nice. Finally, as part of enabling the ability to implement custom liveries on this train, they will be removing the long defunct blue HST from Train Sim World 2 and 3. Okay, that's fine. But, well, no, it's not, because the inside... Oh! I like the blue, or we call it purple, HST with the seats inside. I don't think they should remove it. I think we should have it properly on Train Sim World. I think it should be officially on here. Somebody get in touch with Great Western and get them to do that. Anyway, third-party developer program update. Rivet Games, Skyhook Games, Just Trains and Train Sim Germany are all working on new routes that all come with new trains, though they're all only focused on electric and diesel traction. They've only added content to the roadmap where the content is progressed to a suitable level though. Both Train Sim Germany and Just Trains have seen expansion of their teams working on Train Sim World development in recent weeks. They're really excited to welcome a new partner, Alan Thompson Simulation. Woo! They already have an extensive catalogue of high quality TSC releases, so look forward to seeing what they're going to bring to Train Sim World. Here's some blurb. Alan Thompson Simulation is a team of rail enthusiasts who have found great enjoyment in exploring their passions producing headline projects for Train Simulator Classic, focusing mainly on the West and East Coast main lines, Chad Moss and Fen lines. They have built up a strong community of like-minded rail and train enthusiasts and operate one of the largest third-party DLC sites and social media groups for Train Simulator Classic. They've had a good, strong relationship and good history of working in the United Kingdom rail industry, and following on from the development of Train Sim World 3, they are excited to bring some of this expertise and experience to a range of new products, which are confident will push the boundaries of what's possible. Also working with yet another partner who will bring new country to the Train Sim World lineup. More on them in the future. Oh, could that be Netherlands? Details of all partner developments will be announced and discussed in due course. They are working with Skyhook Games on upgrading the DBBR 187 audio. It is now on the roadmap for Preservation Crew Special Projects team. Nice. New Journeys expansion. Thanks to your patience, they've been able to build new store pages and uncoupling the content from their Train Sim World 2 routes. The plan is for the add-ons to be available individually and as a bundle before the next roadmap. If you already own a bundle in Train Sim World 2, you'll of course be entitled to it in TSW3. Recently, the add-on manager for Train Sim World 2 console players and delivering the current list of Preservation Crew improvements to TSW2 players is still something they're working on. When content is released, information about its contents will be available on the announcements forum. Wow, this is a real massive roadmap. These are forthcoming add-ons that are being developed by Dovetail Games, where details are being released for a release. Final for a release, we're including the ID code for it when possible. This will give you a good idea of what to expect. We've amended these product codes. See what these ID codes mean. Okay. So, Train Sim World 3, New Journeys 1. So, we've got GCC, G, which is Great Britain, Electric DC, okay, TC, and then we got L502. So L is loco. 5 is 1951 to 1990. Okay. So this one is Great Britain. What was it? Electric DC. 1951 to 1990. Loco. Silver 1972 stock 2. NDD. So N is North America. D is diesel electric. L is loco, and 5 is 1950 to 1990. CSX SD40 DBB L7. Okay, so DBB. Ah, okay. That's what it meant, idiot. Silver 1972 stock. North America SD40. Column 2 S-Bahn BR423. Here's the UK route. This one. GBB. So G B electric AC R7. R7. Oh, it's a new route. A newer route. Okay, DE route is DBB R6. So D, Germany, BB, yeah, and R and 6. Okay. And then finally the US loco, which is NBB, so B, meaning electric AC, L7, so L and then 7, so the latest. Okay, so that's cool. A US loco. Could that be something for an existing route? NEC New York? No, not NEC New York. What's it called? The Philadelphia one. Okay, there are 4. Sorry, this is really weird, isn't it? But yeah, try and figure that out yourself. If I made a hash of it, please put in the comments what I should have put. So anyway, we've also got the other releases, forthcoming add-ons by Rivet Games. So GBB R703. So GBB GB R7. So R7. Okay, so we've got electric AC. And we've got route, and it's 2011 onwards. So yeah, I like the sound of that. And then we know about the 420 that's developed by TSG. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Rivet Games are going to be telling us more about this route. But it's a newer route. It's AC. So overhead. I like it. Oh yes, I'm excited. Even this one. This one I'm excited about. This is a B as well. So this is AC. Overhead. Anyway, so core features are larger products. They may be significant new pieces of functionality and changes. The add-ons manager, the save game improvements, the red light dispatcher improvements, and performance optimization. There are some miscellaneous things in here like rush hour passenger systems for London Commuter and Spirit Steam manual fireman functionality. And then the preservation crew, there's a load of stuff on there which we don't need to mention, and what's been removed from the roadmap. Wow, that was one hefty roadmap. And I told Mrs. Megasim I'd be 15 minutes, and it's now 24 minutes. I'm in trouble. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos from the Megasim. Social media links are in the description below. We've got a fantastic Train Real World video coming up on Saturday. Tune in for that, 3 PM. We will see you on the next video. This is Megasim out of here. See you soon, guys. Bye.